Welcome to Lit Happen, Saskatchewan showcase of the literary talent of the province. We are out on location at Amazing Stories, the comic book store on 8th Street. Feels great to be here. And I'd like to introduce my guest, Murray Lindsay. Murray.
Thank you very much for having me.
It's super to have you here. You and I have been in contact about the manifestation of your book for a while, so it's great that it's out and you're here.
I'm very excited about it, yes.
Yeah, yes. We're going to talk a lot about Home on the Strange. I love the title, by the way. But first, I'd like to hear a little bit of a backstory. Let's talk a little bit about you.
Well, I come from a long line of people who read science fiction and fantasy. My grandfather did, my father did, and then it was in our library. And people who like that genre seem to be galvanized to write stories for that. Whether they're any good or not is another matter. But so I've been doodling and writing for my whole life.
And yeah, this is just one of the things that you do because you're also an artist.
Correct.
Yes, and I believe that's your day job, and that keeps you really busy.
Graphic artists, logos, pamphlets, all that.
Nice.
Book layout. That's why I plunged into this.
Yeah. So give us an overview about Home on the Strange. What's the premise?
Well, I wanted to write a Western. I don't remember exactly why I wanted to write a Western. Must have seen a really good movie. Yeah. And then, but the whole 19th century in Tombstone, Arizona, and it's been done for 100 years, so I thought I needed something kind of fresh. And being a science fiction type fan, I put just enough of a twist. I thought I'd put one protagonist into the other protagonist's parallel world, and it's to a Saskatchewan where history kind of hit a pothole. Nice. And so even though it's 2013, they're still using horses and steam, and it's kind of like 19th century. And then here the adventure, just with that basic setup, that's about all the science fiction really part of it. But once you have these two parallel universe twins, they're racing across from Cypress Hills to Saskatoon to save the day and save their own lives.
Nice. So this is sort of along the lines of the steampunk generation.
Just a touch. I wouldn't want to get people too excited that love steampunk, but there is a element of that.
Yeah. So the book has been out for a little while now.
A whole week.
A whole week? Have you gotten any reaction, any feedback?
Yes, I was startled. I have 2 or 3 books kind of on the go in the back of my mind and on paper, but one person came out to see, well, what happens next? It's a Brewster and Brewster adventure. What happens next to the 2 girls? Okay, I guess I have.
So you got some work to do? Yeah. And so do you have other projects, other irons in the fire?
Yep. I have 2 or 3 variations, only the one, but now 4 with the sequel to this is coming in my head now.
Yeah. So is this, I'm curious because you do have a full-time career, like a lot of writers. Is this something you want to keep going with?
Oh, if it's, sure, I love it.
Yeah.
It's really intensely fun to sit down and go off when it really works. My mind, I come bouncing out of the room and my wife says, oh, you've had a good day writing, did you?
Yeah. I think a lot of writers can relate to that.
And of course the other days when it's nothing happening, I don't know what to do.
Yeah. So I guess we're a little curious, what's a day like in the life of an artist/writer? What's a day in Murray Lindsay's life?
Well, wake up, check the email, find out what clients have come to me with new work, who has responded and said, well, we like these changes, we wanted blue, but we decided on green now, and no, it's not as exciting as all that, but it's very satisfying. It's logo design is quite interesting. Laying out a book, that's why it was such fun. I don't know if I would try to self-publish if I had to seek out a professional to do it for me, but being able to do it myself was a treat. Yeah,
that's a topic that's come up on the show quite a bit, especially in the last year or so, is you self-published your book, which is a road that a lot of writers are going down right now.
No, the stigma is falling away by the day. It's just
it's a lot of work. As someone who's
it's the Sultan of self-publishing.
Yeah, but sometimes we do what we got to do for our craft, I guess. Yeah. Very interesting. Now, do you have a website?
I do. MurrayLindsay.ca.
And are you active on social media like so many others now?
I just put my toe in the water. I haven't been part of it too much, but
yeah.
Arthur Slade was giving me some pointers, and
nice.
and then you, and I was just, okay, I'll try.
Yeah, we should give Art Slade a plug because he mentors a lot of blossoming writers in Saskatchewan right now. Yeah. Well, I know.
Sorry,
That's okay.
on my website, I made the one page. It shows it's the stores it's at, and I very carefully looked at the instructions and made an EPUB digital version to download for anybody who likes to do that kind of thing.
So we have an ebook version out?
Yes.
Nice. And what stores in Saskatoon or Saskatchewan can viewers find them?
McNally Robinson, of course, and Saskmade Marketplace down. That's a Saskatchewan book and a Saskatchewan.
Great little store that doesn't get enough coverage, Saskmade Market.
And I have, apparently in the spring when they open again, the Batoche Historical Site gift shop's going to carry them.
Nice.
And getting a feeler from Western Development Museum gift shop.
Nice. Well, I know we're running out of time, but your website one more time?
www.murraylindsay.ca.
Great. So I'm really glad you made the pilgrimage up here today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Super to help bring you out of the author closet. Get the word out.
Thank you.
That's all the time we have today for Lit Happens. If you enjoyed today's episode, you can see previous segments on the Shaw TV website or on my website, www.westfunk.ca. And you can connect with us online on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So I will see you next time on Lit Happens.